Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. It is Thursday, November the 7th. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. Hopefully, you're having a great Thursday. Well, we're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything. Everything that you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about today. I did pin the link for the StreamYard if you want to come up on panel and talk, air out your grievances, or just talk if you're a creator about everything that's going on in true crime and with the creators in true crime and all of that stuff. I'd love to hear from everybody and hear what your opinions are, because I feel like there has to be a way that people can work together and stop all the bickering and the fighting, because we are we're all here. Okay, so let me rephrase that. We're all supposed to be here for the victims, right? And the victims' families, because the victims' families are victims themselves. So let's welcome in some people. Look at this, Mama Duck. She's getting along is one thing, but as a subscriber, I like to hear different perspectives, different cases, and I like some panels, but prefer only one or two creators to prevent talking over each other. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. Sometimes it gets just too much. Everyone's talking over each other. And then if you're talking on a panel and you talk to somebody and they're talking, it cuts out their audio. So then you miss what they were, trying to tell you. So I understand that. Mary Beth's at work. Hey, Lori. Hey, Connie, welcome in. Hey, Mike. Mike's at work too. Everyone's at work. Hey, Proud Mimi, allegedly Naomi, welcome in. I was over on the other channel, Unfiltered, and then I was like, oh crap, I didn't realize I had it scheduled on both. So I'm glad everybody came over here. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Catherine. Hey, True Crime Lullabies. Petty AF. Welcome in, Sailor. Katie, welcome in. Welcome in, Manic Mama. Just gonna get down to the bottom here, but I like that. No, not today. Yeah, so I was watching Kohlberger too, and it was getting boring. But I have a question for you guys actually about Kohlberger. There goes my dog. Don't know where she's going, but okay. Because I was watching it, but I just had flipped it on, so I didn't watch the beginning of it. Where's Bill Thompson? And why is that lady there? Like in his place? Is he I don't know. I saw that and I was like, what? So is he doing it over if you guys know over Zoom, let me know. She's making a lot of noise. It echoes in here for some reason, it seems like. So since it's a different county, they're doing a different attorney. I thought he was gonna go with it. That was my, assumption. Yeah, he's on Zoom. Okay, I was about to say there's no way that he would work this case for 2 years and not be there, right? Okay, that's what I figured. He was on Zoom. Thank you, guys. I was kinda worried there for a minute, I was like, "Oh my gosh, where's Bill?" I feel like him and his lucky beard's gonna get us there. Well, and the thing is, little sidebar before we get started, this is the second trial that we will be watching within 3 years where the prosecutors are both lead guitarist or a guitarist in a band on the side. That's what they like to do for fun. Alec Murdaugh, the prosecutor in that case, same thing. Same thing. Hey, Teresa, welcome in. So basically today, I just wanted to ask you guys, and if anyone wants to come up, if any creators are in here, they want to talk. Is there any way for creators to just put their bias aside? Everybody is supposed to be like what we're going to talk about. We'll point out the Sebastian Rogers case because that's the case that's the trending, case and kind of causing all the trouble right now. But is there a way for for those creators all to, and including myself, put our bias aside and work together to help find Sebastian? And what would that look like, really? What would that look like? I mean, in my opinion, if there isn't the drama and there isn't the bias, then then what else do you do? I mean, we read documents over here, we do other cases, but I'm talking about if you're strictly solely working on Sebastian's case. I don't think that you have to keep the story going in a way. Just like Dog is doing, just like Nick the Hat and all of them are trying to do with, we found leads in New York and Oregon. All of a sudden there's, leads. We haven't had a lead this whole time. other than the sighting that looked like Sebastian, but I said I didn't think it was him from the beginning. And Chris got so much shit for that, for saying that he didn't think it was, Sebastian. And everyone's like, "It could be him, it could be him." Like, they're, like, really mad about that. I was like, "Oh my gosh, well, he thought he was right." Exactly, I hate the misinformation too. I think whenever you get, for instance, like panels, when you get a lot of people on panels, you get a lot of misinformation being spread, and nobody corrects it. And it's stuff that we've known this whole time. DM, that's perfect. That is perfect. DM said it should be the parents putting their differences aside, period. Yeah, I agree. I agree. What are you doing? Come back in and lay down. Oh, you can lay on your bed. Come on. Nia just has her head on it. Oh my gosh, these animals. These streets have been exhausting lately, Happy Beach said. I've only been on YouTube a few months, but it's crazy. Oh, you just came in. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to YouTube. You came in at a time where this is different. This is a lot. Um, True crime usually isn't like this. This isn't usually like true crime, and I don't know if it's like my algorithm or what, but my algorithm is like not giving me any really like any true crime. Like, and I don't know if it's. I mean, I watch like house like stuff to do with houses and like cleaning and organizing. But I get like those videos, but the ones that I'm supposed to get for true crime are more like they're just not. It's not true crime, but it's not crime either. I don't know what it is. It's like I don't even know what the word is. It's not trauma anymore. It's like beyond that. It's like we're going real life. People are going real life. Hey Sherry. Hey Fiddle Dee Dee. That's exactly where it should start. Yep. You're right. Yeah. I mean, and I think in the beginning of the Sebastian case, they were trying to put their differences aside and get along. I don't know why they can't do that now. I truly don't. I truly don't. I mean, I think it's probably because of all the stuff that Seth's maybe came out here and said. If there's a lot of things that he said that we didn't need to know. Now, I'm not saying Chris and Katie are saints either, but there's a lot of things that have been said, and the people that are on Seth's team, we'll say, have not even held him accountable for not one damn thing that he said or he's done. Like, they haven't even asked him about it. You don't have to be mean to anybody. Of course, he's a victim himself. He's the parent of a missing child. But you could say, like, okay, let's for instance, well, I don't want to bring up that one. That's kind of gross. No, we'll bring up that one. Like when Seth was acting like he was, doing something that he shouldn't have been doing on Brittany's panel. I feel like then that should have been maybe the time to say like that was inappropriate, not giggle and laugh. And I know probably she probably maybe giggled and laughed because maybe she did hear it and she was like, "What the hell?" And some people are like they have a nervous laughter. I do that, like a nervous laughter, so I can't say much. But, I don't want to like say anything bad about her, like laughing. But what do you do? So do you? So then that brings me into this: do you allow, or is it a good idea to have like true crime live panels because you don't know what's going to come out of someone's mouth? Blondini, I agree. Yeah, it's gone too far. Yeah, to walk away, yeah. I think a lot of people don't know how to walk away. "Hey, Panda, welcome in. It's good to see ya." Yeah, exactly, yeah. The essay's a lot. That should have never been put out. That's not even his story to tell, like, that's something that Sebastian should have He should I mean, they're going to counseling therapy for him to do that, to help him get past or learn have a life after that. Because I don't think you get past it. I think you just have a new life. That's how I feel. But whenever, like with every tragedy or trauma or something that you go through, I feel like it's like it's like another life almost, like a cat, but not in a cool way like a cat. I just think that the going real life with creators has gone too far, or threatening to go real life, or going in other people's chats and putting emojis to show that you're something, that you're doing something. Um, like, where's Nick the Hat at? Why isn't he went on one panel? Is he afraid to be asked any questions? I would like to ask him some questions. Yeah. Hey, Gypsy Trails. Always late, but you're here. Oh, true crime lullabies, I agree. She said, "I don't think families should engage in social media to this extent. Some families can do it in a positive way, but some can't." That's yeah. Like Gabby Petito, for instance, look at them. That now I know I am not the only person that's gonna that I'll say it, but I'm not the only person thinking it. Was anybody else surprised as hell with how well the step parents and the parents got along in Gabby Petito's case? I was blown away. I was like, "No way. No way," because usually there's tension a little bit or, like, I don't know, they just all came together, they were there, they united. It was amazing to see that. It's always a good day when Nick's Nehemiah. "Hey, Tiffany, welcome in." I saw my you like, your avatar or not your avatar, it's your picture, avatar, what am I talking about? Your name's Tiffany, and then I saw your picture and your dark hair and your glasses, you remind me of my cousin, and, um, yeah, she was my best friend, so, wow, you took me for a minute, I was like, "Oh my gosh," because it, like, looked like it was her coming in the chat, like, I was like, "What the heck?" They had a common villain. That's true, yeah, yeah. That's what we're missing in this case, you know what I mean? So that's why I've been reading up on, why people do the things they do and creators and, how they don't work well together, and a lot of it is because, they if there's no villain, like in Sebastian's case, there's no crime as of right now that's been committed, so they have to make a villain out of somebody else because there's nobody else. So if he was kidnapped, let's say, and we knew he was kidnapped and we knew he was being held by Frank, we'll say his name's Frank. Frank would be the villain, right? We would all be going after trying to find where Frank is. And we wouldn't even be worried about the parents. But since we don't have a Frank, we don't have a villain there, it was either Chris or Seth. In my opinion, maybe because Chris and Katie did that long interview, that first interview, they did it first. Maybe that's why they became the villains. If maybe Seth would have came out and spoke a couple times, did a couple interviews, and then they would have came out secondly, maybe it would have worked a little differently and it maybe would have worked in their favor. Because I don't think that people on YouTube, a lot of the creators care who the villain is as long as they have a villain because they don't care about the damn case. Yeah, he did, Kimberly. You're right. Yeah, and I'm not saying like anybody's, not, I'm not saying like one person's better than the other. They all have done, crazy things. And who wouldn't really? I mean, when you're dealing with a missing child, I couldn't imagine. I don't have children of my own. I lost my cat for an hour and a half, I told you guys, and I lost my damn mind. And the cat was in the house. Like, so I couldn't imagine losing a child, but I don't think I would come on the internet and do these kind of things, but then again, I can't say I wouldn't, because when you first get on YouTube, you don't it's not crazy. I mean, you don't really see the crazy until you're here for at least, a few days, give it a week or something. And then you might drop into the rabbit hole of the channels that are, not the Annie Elise's or the, Stephanie Harlow channels. Do you know, like, in the Kendall Ray, you'll start to get down to, like, smaller channels, different groups, different things that they do, a lot of behind the scenes. And it's not just smaller channels that have behind the scenes bull crap and drama, it's the bigger channels as well. The bigger channels have the drama just as much as the smaller channels do. They just hide it a little better, I guess. Yeah, there's definitely not a playbook on a missing child. Let me go back. Oh, BJ, what's going on? Hope everything's okay. Yeah, you do have a doppelganger out there, yeah. She's the best too. Thor said, "I've come to the point where I couldn't care less anymore. Let those creators go after each other. I'm done caring about the three-ring circus." Isn't it bad? But the thing is, the people that are doing that, right? The people that are, you know, um, having the panels or going live every day, they're getting 1,000 people in their chat or more by doing this, by holding these panels and just letting people, say what they say, I guess. I haven't been watching, like, the last it's only been a couple days, I think, maybe a day and a half or something. Hasn't been that long that, um, I just decided, I was like, "I'm not gonna watch this anymore." Like, it's just too much. I mean, there's this too much misinformation, and they're constantly going after each other. I mean, right now, they're bringing up shit that happened years ago. Like, who brought up Brittany J kicking the cat? Like, I know you guys have heard it, you've probably seen the video. I don't think she did. I think she shoot it, and I think she shouldn't have probably done that. But I mean, on camera, because that's not a good look. But I don't think she punted the cat or anything like that. I don't think she kicked the cat. That's my opinion on that one. But I'm just like, who brought this up? What did I miss with BJ? Oh no. I forgot you told us that. You did tell us. I'm so sorry, BJ. You told us that. Oh man. Yes, virtual hugs. She'll be with you forever. I couldn't imagine losing my brother, BJ. Oh my gosh. My brother right now is the same age as my dad when my dad died. It creeps me out. It makes me want to cry thinking about it. It freaks me out. My brother's only 47, but like, 47 seemed old back then, I guess. Not old, but older. There is too much back and forth, Kim. And the thing is, they're not even jumping on each other's panels anymore and doing it. They're smart. Okay. This is the thing. These creators are smart as hell. Because okay, for instance, let's say, and I'll put me in, for instance, say that Queen Bee's on her live. Let's just say her. I'm just giving an example on her panel, and they're all talking shit about me. And there's 1,000 people in chat, and they're all just talking it up, right? Well, if I were to go up on her panel and have more drama stirred, and stirred up on her panel, that's when people, for some reason, they start gifting memberships and they, do all the things. They do all the things. But if I were to just fire up a live on my own channel and go back and tell her, my answer to her question, because, like, there's usually, like, they'll do a panel and they're like, Tanya said, um, Tanya said Queen Bee's crazy or something. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like I could go back to my channel and be like, well, I didn't say that, but if I did, you are. You know what I mean? Like, and so then it makes that creator money. So both creators that are fighting are making money off of this fight that is about nothing. Normally it's about nothing. People do love drama. I mean, we all do love it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, but there's a time and a place. Do you know what I mean? A missing person's case is not the time and place. Really, Snippets? Oh, it's too young, isn't it? It's too young. Now that I'm 39, I'm like 47's young. But I was 22 when he passed. I still thought he was way too young, but not like I do now. You know, it hits different now. Catherine, me too. I thought all true crime creators were friends when I first came in. I thought like I really did. And then you have creators and they want to fit in, like they want to fit in with each other. So then they'll say and they'll do things. It's really bad out there. Me too. Nope, not today. I'm tired of hearing about the cat too. That's why I'm like, I'm just going to say my piece on the cat. Like, I don't think she kicked the cat. There's something else that was going on, I thought, with her. I can't remember. I think I just have seen some things and I couldn't imagine being BJ right now. She's really taking the brunt of it, but she puts herself there, I guess, at the same time. So DM, so a lot of people are like, especially in my chat, because we do talk true crime every night. They're like, "What cat? What are you talking about?" So there's a video out there of a creator, and she is out back with her husband. It's allegedly with Brittany J, and she's out back with her husband Craig, and they're on camera. And she never is on camera. That's the thing. She's on camera and she walks up to her cat and kind of like puts her, like kicks her foot out a little bit. So to me, she's just shooing the cat away because she says something like, "I hate this cat." And like, she shouldn't have probably said that while she's doing it neither. But I think that set her up for people to say that she kicked the cat, like that she actually made contact. All Sunday doodle so much. I know. That's why I'm like, I can't feel bad. Cause like, it's just, I don't know. I know how she does it, but I can't do it. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know. Hey, Jenny's mixed media journals. It's really a big problem that there is so much. Did she really? I thought she didn't kick it. When did she say that? Damn, guess she did kick the cat. I didn't think she made contact with it. It looked like she did it because her legs look short to me, like it's too short. Oh man, yeah, her words do get her in trouble. You're right. Oh, there's 2 videos? Oh, maybe I didn't see the other one. Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. But Kimberly's saying she did not kick that cat. What's the other video? We must have missed a video. Thor, I agree with you. Trust is the first thing, yes, required for a friendship or a relationship. And usually, like, I'm usually on camera, and that's why I try to be on camera as much as I can be. I feel like this is just my personal thing. This is not to say anything bad about anybody that's not on camera. But me personally, I feel like when I'm looking at you guys in that camera, I'm looking in your eyes. I'm not just looking in the camera. In my head, I work differently. You know, I feel like you guys know that I'm being truthful because you can see me and you can see my mannerisms. When you're not on camera, I don't know, it's so much easier. It's easier to talk and everything. I mean, not talk for me because it's bad. I'm bad at talking in general anymore, but, for most people, it's, like, easier flow better because you can read notes or do whatever, so, a lot of people don't like to really be on camera a whole lot, but I'm usually on camera at least once a day. We do 2 lives. Oh my gosh, BJ, it's me, my daughter, and grandkids. I'm beating stage oh my gosh. BJ, you know, life is unfair. Life is sometimes really unfair. You seem extremely strong, though. You do. You seem extremely strong. I had to bury my dad and then my mom, so it doesn't get any easier by when the days go by. But I know that they're here and they'd be proud. Yes, Terry, that's the thing too. A lot of people will go live and talk about her, and then that just gives her content. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you didn't say anything, there would be nothing that she could come back and say back. Because I was flipping through her live last night. I don't watch them. It's just personally, I'm it's just kinda slow for me, and I'm not really big on the panels. But I was listening to her last night, and some of the stuff that they were saying, I was just like, "What?" It was like drama at the end. I'm like, "You're supposed to be talking about Sebastian, and now you're talking about some drama." And I don't know. She did that to me too, like, she put me right in the middle of a stream about Sebastian. Like, "Okay." He Gypsy Trails. Someone actually told me last night, they're like, "I like how you smile and look in the camera," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's me, like, saying hello." When you walk by somebody in the grocery store, it's always nice to smile or hello or whatever. I mean, a lot of people probably don't do that, but I do that. I'm like, "Hello." My niece does that too, to everybody. She'll talk to everybody in the store. Nicole said, "I'm not a fan of BJ at all," and she did not kick the cat. See, I don't think she did either. The misinformation, yes. 18 months apart, no, Kimmy, oh, that's too close. No, mm-mm. I couldn't man, you guys are strong people. We got some strong people in this we do. Y'all are some strong people out there on YouTube. 'Cause I mean, because I know my chat and we talk about stuff like this. We talk about trauma, injuries, all the things. Because as you guys know, I was in a car accident. I mean, the whole right side of my face has been redone. I mean, if you look at my picture, they did a fabulous job. They did. They did a great job. They did a really good job. But if you really look at it, you might see a difference. I don't know. I don't think you can really see too much of a difference. It's because she missed it. Yeah, that could have been it too. Yeah. Well, Gypsy, I appreciate that. As the Tanya can't help it once we make eye contact, we're gonna speak. Boo hates going places with me because I never meet a stranger. Vince is the same way. Vince is the same way. I'm this I will never forget this guy. It was during 2020, my dog's laying on the floor. She's silly. Um, and it was right after they had restocked the toilet paper, right? And everyone was going to getting like toilet paper or something. I didn't need toilet paper. So I don't know why I was in that aisle because we had so much, it was ungodly because we go to Sam's Club for 2 people. But this guy, like looks over at me and he's holding a thing of toilet paper and he's like, haven't seen this in a while. And just talking to another person after so long, like hearing someone else's voice, I laughed so hard. He like made me so happy. And Vincent was so embarrassed. He's like, let's go. I'm like, you're embarrassing. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. Hey, Kathy P. How you doing? What do you think about all this drama on the YouTube streets? DM, I appreciate that. I get it from my mama. She was the kindest. What was it? I'm glad now I had them close together because I turned 21 and had cancer. Oh, we couldn't have any more. Oh, wow. Shauna, you're blessed to have them. It is freaking insanity. It is. It's gone too far in my opinion. It's gone too far. You've got people going real life. You got people doxing people. Like, I thought that that was the number one thing that we didn't do on this app was dox and go real life. Like, when I first came on the app, those were the rules. Like, there are just rules that you follow, and it's called being a decent human being, and you don't, Google Earth someone's address. You don't put their cars out there or their children's name out there or their children's traumas out there or their DV incidences. I mean, taken up for Betty here out there. Those are personal things that have victims that they shouldn't be brought to the internet. They just shouldn't be here. Um, People's criminal records. I mean, yeah, if someone did something terrible, really bad, like you know, and it needs to be exposed like they are like a pedo or something, then yeah. But if you have a problem with somebody on this app, my personal humble opinion is go to that person and let them know that you have a problem with them instead of firing up that live and talking into the camera. I'm just like me when I had a problem when me and BJ, I remember I don't even know what she said. She said it was one of the many things that she said about me. I called her on the live because I have her phone number. We've talked on the phone. I'm like, that's how, like, I mean, we've known each other for a couple years, you know what I mean, through YouTube. And she didn't answer. I'm still waiting on a call back. I'm still waiting. When I had a problem with Summer, what did we do, guys? We called her. Sure did. Sure freaking did. And you know what happened? Me and her, we worked it out. Everything was cool. We were like, hey, this is what bothered me. And hey, this is what bothered me. We're cool now. So I like that. And I mean, because like the grifting and the money thing, like we all need it. Like we all need money, not just the people that are out here begging for it. Do you know what I mean? And saying or nonchalantly begging for it, you know? "Oh, I wish I had a better camera so you guys could see me more clearly," or "I wish I had a better mic so my voice sounded better. I wish I had like a background drop. That would be cool." Things like that. My dog, her nails are killing me. I don't know if you guys can hear 'em. You guys probably can't even hear it, but every time she moves, like they drag on the floor. They need cut. They won't let me cut them, and I'm afraid to take them somewhere because I don't think they could be held down to even be cut. They're too strong. That my Weimaraner is way too strong for people. It seems like everyone has their own version of going real life. Yeah, yeah, and and then all of a sudden, like they don't have morals anymore, and they're spitting out people's names. Like I, my name. Okay, so for instance, I own a business. It's not hard to find me, right? But I would never want somebody to go and fire up a live and show everybody my personal information, especially when those people have I don't care if there's one person in your chat, but I mean, these people have a lot of people in their chat. And then those people, sometimes there's a lot of times there's people in the chat that are not all there. They are a little unhinged, you know? And they will go that extra mile for their creator that they think they're friends with. We're all on the internet. I mean, we all are on the internet. For the most part, we're just acquaintances. I mean, now some of us are, friends. I mean, I would consider some of you guys good friends of mine, actually. I know, like, I know a lot of you guys, DM, Ladybug. Mary Beth, Ashley. I know there's a ton of you guys serious that if I needed something auto, just I could email y'all and it don't matter what it is or where I need to be or what, whatever it was, whatever it would be, you guys would help me. I know you guys would help me get there or figure it out. Or if it was something, that's what this app should be about. It should be about, gaining friendships and working together and finding missing children, or at least attempting and trying. You're donating money to these channels. What are you donating it for? Are you just donating it because it's a tip because that creator did so much good research for that night? Because that's not the case. That's not the case. So, are you donating hoping that maybe they'll take some of that money and get flyers and they'll go out there and they'll post some? Because do you think that these people have? Do you think they've posted any flyers? They don't even post the damn missing person flyer when they talk about them for a minute and go over it. I mean, at least we do that. Not if we're talking about Betty or anything, we don't put it up. But if we're talking about a missing child on this channel, you can go back through all my videos. We always go and do the missing flyer first. That's the first thing we do. We go over that every single time that we go over the live until they're found. Until they're found. And we have a lot of missing people. Oh, Kathy, are you talking about that one? Was it always expected, never appreciated? Because that channel, whoever's channel that is, please tell me who you are. I won't tell nobody, but you're funny. You're good. Like you're good. I mean, even it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, like they just clip the best parts. Like the other oh, she's on the bed now. Like the other hold on one second, actually. Let me get my dog something. What can we get you, girl? Hold on a second. Let me get you something. Hold on. Here you go. Oh, of course, it's white, but that's okay. Come here. Okay, there you go. There you are. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to get my dog up, like a little bed, put a blanket on the floor for. So the channel that I'm talking about is called, what's it called? Because I'm trying to think of how it's, because I'm thinking how Brittany says it. Always expected, never appreciated is the channel. I mean, it's some of these clip channels they're funny. Don't clip me because I'm over here. I say some crazy stuff, but it's usually because my brain just doesn't work right. But like, I mean, some of these clip channels they clip the best stuff because I don't get to see a lot of this stuff, and it really opened your eyes. Some of these channels, like especially that always appreciate or no, yeah, that channel. I wish I knew who they were just because they are so funny. So funny. I bet it's a subscriber. I'm not trying to like get to know who they are, but I'm just so curious. I'm a curious mind. I have a curious mind. That's all it is. Oh, Shelly, I understand that. No, I understand that. I have my gifts turned off, so I can feel you there. And I'm a creator, and I'll go into chats and be like hello or something, and like nobody says anything to me, and it's kind of like, well, that's no fun, Like you want to be included. So yeah, I understand that. You don't have to be a member here. As long as you're a subscriber. I'm just kidding. That's so funny. I can't even tell if you're a subscriber unless it's on public. But no, all I ask for you is like the videos, watch the videos, subscribe. When Vincent and I'm gonna say Vincent and I, because we talked about me starting the channel, like doing true crime. I talked to him about it. And, we had been watching, other channels and how they ran their show and how we, how I wanted to do things on my channel and how I wanted to keep it simple. And that's why I haven't changed the music yet or the intro. My background's the same. Um, my welcoming in is the same. It's structure. I don't know. Um, I didn't want all the flashy stuff. I'm not a flashy kind of person, but if you want me to be flashy, I can flash something for you. I'll get some strobe lights or something. But that's why like my background is real clean and plain. Um, that's just kind of like my aesthetic and what I over here expect. Um, for instance, like out of myself, I hold myself to like I very accountable for what happens. Oh, damn, yeah, I'm not gonna change it too much. I wouldn't change too much, I don't think. Now, I wouldn't mind having a cool little kitten playing down there. I think I know how Granny does her thing, but she puts a lot of time and effort. I'm trying because I wanted, like, a cool background. But I've had this background since we've started. I've only had 2 backgrounds since we've started. I know I do have my red flags. Look at Mary Beth. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, it's free to do. I don't know why it's so hard to hit the like button, for myself too. Like, people will be like, "Hit the like button," and I'm just like, I don't know if it's because like, I'm on my iPad and I don't wanna, like, reach over, but I always will end up liking the video. I always will, but I always have to be reminded to like the video. It's just because you get in there, you start chit-chatting, you just don't realize it. "Hey, Mo, how are you doing today?" DM, that's what I try to do. Someone okay, so there's something about this making people feel safe. I don't know. I just maybe because I don't feel safe sometimes. I mean, I do with Vincent, but, like, maybe it's something to do with that. But when I was working at this boutique, I was the manager, and I used to keep it clean, guys. I mean, like, it was really nice. You've seen, like, some pictures. I'll have to show you some pictures of the whole store. Um, but I had a lady come in right after the store opened. It was, like, the day or 2 after we came back from, everything being shut down. And she was getting ready to leave, and she walked up to me and she said, "Thank you for making me feel safe." And I almost lost it. Like, I almost started crying right there in front of her. I was like, "You're so welcome." Like, what do you like, because she's like, The store is so clean, and you were 6 feet. You were like, I stayed my distance. I wasn't like, trying to be in her space and all of that. And she just thought it was really nice. And I was like, No problemo, Hey, Heather, welcome in." Oh, thank you, Ashley. I really tried to, you know, bring everybody together. Even, like, if I don't wanna go live, I go live. Like, I don't know what it's like a drug, guys. It is. It's like a rug, as we would say on this channel. And I think that's why people go every night. It's really hard to not go live. Once you get into that hang of going live every day, it's like you just want to. You can't help it. Even if you're super busy, like, I get a lot of stuff done. Y'all I'm gonna wear a GoPro one day, but between the hours of, like, 8 a.m. and I'd say 1, I'm doing, like, stuff around the house or, taking it easy a little bit, but doing stuff around the house, and then I come in here and I, like, clean up this room and get it all ready. It's a process, it really is to do your lives, and then I come in here about 5 o'clock, and I sit down and I don't move until, like, after the live. Like, I start doing, hey, guys. I do, like, more research on the cases, if there's any updates and stuff like that. I like to know everything about a case. I try to know everything about a case, but, I don't know. I try to that's what I do. I work really hard to try to get you guys the facts, but thank you. I love it. You live on schedule. See, that's how I am too, because 'cause I'm ADHD, And so sometimes I like today, I'll do like a day live, it'll be whatever the time is, but always at night, it's usually the same time. And we've always tried to keep it consistent. That way, if people forget to hit the bell icon, they're like, wait a minute, Tony should be live right now. Then they can just come on over. Well, that's what we give here on this channel. A lot of facts. And a lot of people don't like the facts. A lot of people don't like if you just base your channel on just the facts. You know what I mean? Um, like today, if I would have streamed Brian Kohlberger's court hearing, I thought about streaming it. But then I was like, it's probably gonna be I'm just gonna be truthful with y'all. I was like, it's gonna be like the whole day because it's Ann Taylor talking. And you know how it is when Ann Taylor talks. She's the defense attorney. She's trying to help her client. So I knew it was gonna be a bunch of like, mumbo jumbo. Oh, it says court will resume shortly. So they're taking a break now. So now they're on lunch. Wow. So they're still going and they've been going since what time did they start? Like 2 hours ago. Wow. See, and I think literally we would probably had like 40 people in here, if that. And that's just because everybody's streaming it. I mean, don't go to Long Crime, come over to someone else's channel. Like Jays for Justice, for instance, she has over 100K subscribers and she has 260 watching. I think that, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So that's why I would rather give you guys a update, like, at night on that one, like a nightly update, instead of, like, making you guys sit through the whole court proceeding and us falling asleep. But I did get my walking treadmill for that reason. So, we could always watch. It was super boring, yeah. I noticed, like, nobody was live, and I was like, "Man." I was like, "I'm gonna go live." I was like, I'll go live." I like to dip my toes in the chaos pool every now and again and completely disregard any kind of set schedule. Yeah, it doesn't take me long to absolutely get nothing done. Start 87 different things and I am run amok. That's me every single day. Oh my gosh. Today I was in the kitchen. I ended up in the bedroom and I was making the bed. And I'm like, you came in here to get a cup off of the nightstand. Like, what are you doing? I always have a million jobs going on. Whenever you want, Tia, let me know. You can email me if you want. My email is titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com. We can do Rachel whenever. I was actually just thinking about her case today and you because I was looking at my notebook and it had her name written down. I'm like, oh, look at that. You've got your notebook there. You need to look at that stuff. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Reba. What do you see? Oh, you did you redid your coffee bar? Now that we're way off topic now, but that's fine. It's Christmas and hot cocoa themed. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. So, whenever, if you have a Target near you, oh my gosh, I should work at Target. I should go work at Target for real. They have the cutest, like little like candy cane straws and like all this stuff. You could get that and like set it up on your coffee bar. Oh my gosh. And then if you need like glassware to put it in, go to Dollar Tree because they got some good glassware there sometimes. Like, for real. I canteen, like, everything, or not canteen, but you know what I mean? I, like, take it out of the packaging. I'm that person. Everything's labeled. I'm very OCD. I'm very OCD. It's to a fault. My grandmother was, though. My mother was. I am. Oh, what's your favorite drink? To drink in the wintertime? I'm a hot cocoa person. Yes, I have Target and Hobby Lobby. They're right beside each other. Over here. Oh my gosh, and they do have clear mugs at Dollar Tree. I got some clear mugs. I haven't used them yet because I gotta use the mug that Mary Beth got me first. but I got them last year, and I was like, "I'm gonna use these mugs." I was like, "They're really cute, like, aesthetically, like, looking, they looked cute." I haven't drank out of them yet, and neither has Vincent. Ooh, white hot chocolate, I've never tried. Yes, Tia, do it. That would be fun. I like watching your channel a lot. You guys are hilarious over there. We never whenever you need to be, you know what I mean? You guys are serious when you need to be, but you guys are you guys are funny. And it's awesome that you have, like it's you and LFT, I don't know, like, you guys work very well together. You mesh very well. I need to get me a friend like that. They're hard to come by, you know? They're hard to come by. I think I've only talked to, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 people off of YouTube, off the app, and 2 of them were mods, and 3 of them were people I was doing a show with. So, I don't really talk to too many people, like, off the app. Um, Nothing wrong with it. It actually would be therapeutic, I think, in some ways, because you can talk to people that like-minded. But I do think oh, yes, YouTube used to have its own messenger, I forgot about that. Remy, you're right. Wonder why they took that away. But I don't know. I think that if creators could, it would have to be a joint effort, and a lot of things would have to change on the platform, but I do think that people could work together. Or if you're not gonna work together, right, um, maybe just don't talk about each other. If you're going to be a drama channel, be a drama channel, but don't mix in true crime, especially, like, going full on drama and then the next minute you're streaming a trial and talking about a trial. Airplane. Can you hear it? Dang, them things are low. I think it's the Air Force Base. She seems like it. Tia, she does. Bailey's and some coffee or yeah, I do actually, I like Bailey's. Oh my god, like, I I used to drink Bailey's in my coffee, but I haven't drank that in a long time. I know. It call me up. It's just I don't know. I wish that we could all kinda just work together, and I think it would be a lot better overall, but I think that with this many creators and this many personalities, it would be really hard. It would be really hard. But maybe we should hold a panel, like, once a month and have it like do, like, an open panel and do all of the cases that are trending that month, all the cases that we're covering, and just have people maybe come up and talk about the cases, just the facts, just the victims. I'll write that down. Like, I don't know, like a creators live, and I mean, and people could do it, like, on each live, like, it could be my channel one time and then someone else's channel the next time, so it's not like, always over here or something, but I think that'd be a good idea. Hey, Tibbo, how are you doing? How is Boo, Ashley? Hopefully she's good. Yeah, and I think that's the thing too, like, the drama sells. Drama sells. But I just keep thinking if you stick to the facts and you keep pushing forward, people will find you and then they'll stick with you because they'll know, "Hey, I can go to her channel and get the facts of the case." And that's what I want people to know, or I want people to think and know when they to think about my channel is, hey, she's, fact driven. She really tries to, you know, not run with things, which I have done that before. I did that one time only. JLR, I'd like to kick you in your shins for that. It was during Idaho 4. It couldn't have been the worst spot, right, for me to do it. And they had arrested Brian Kohlberger, but JLR was going around saying that they had arrested 2 other guys. And so, of course, I said it. I was a newer creator, and I was excited because I thought they really caught him, and then I had to retract it. And then after that, I've never taken anything at face value. Like, I always wanna see it for myself first. Thanks, True Crime Lullabies. I try to be. I've actually been talking to, I was talking to a mom. She might come on the channel and do an interview. That would be really nice if she did. It would, 'cause I'd, I can always just do it without error, but, I was gonna see if I can find it. Let's see. His name's Alex Van Dalsen. I don't know if I'm saying Dalsen right. Van Dalsen. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But the crime scene, they're trying to say that he unalived himself, but the crime scene does not go with what the reports are saying, or like the gun was found underneath of him. I believe it was his left hand. I've only skimmed through it. Left hand was in his pocket. Um, right hand was close to his pocket, like other pocket. Just I don't know. There's just some things of the report that just doesn't sound right. So his mom actually sent me. Someone reached out. It was Mystic Blue, and she asked me if I would cover it. And his mom reached out to me, and we talked, and she sent me all the files and all the police reports and all of the body cam and all of that. So we're going to go over that. I just got to read through it all first. I want to make sure I got the information all correct before I bring it to you guys. But it seems like it's a good case to cover. So W. Schmidt said I'm behind, but I want to add to everyone. Everyone needs a bad guy. It's more than that. People need a reason. They need a bad guy that can be held responsible. With Sebastian, KP, and CP are the bad guys. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Without a bad guy, it scares people to realize it could happen to them. Yep. With Sebastian, there is no reason, no clues, no bad guy. That is scary. It scares people to think that their child could vanish. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think with Sebastian's case too, a lot of people are putting their own personal traumas, I feel like, into Sebastian's case, especially when the essay allegation came out, like the whole thing with the essay. I feel like when that came out, everybody that has been a victim of essay felt like a personal attack or something on them. I don't know, but I just know how, like, this case, unlike a lot of other cases, people are really putting their personal, like, feelings into it, and I don't know if it's because they care so much about Sebastian, or if I personally think it's because of personal traumas that they have. The powers that need to be reset the rules. Yeah, for all creators. Yep. Country guy, yeah. People are forgetting about all the other missing minors. Yes, exactly. There's so many. Like Madalena Kojikari, missing out of North Carolina, Cornelius, North Carolina. She's been missing since November 19th, 2022. And we don't know where she is. And I talk about her a lot, but there's a lot more. There's so many more. So many more. We just found a little baby Elijah Vu, unfortunately, was found unalive. But we cover a lot of missing persons cases actually last year, and we'll probably do it again this year. For the month of December, since there was 5 weeks in December, we did a true crime or a missing person case on a Monday. It was called Missing Mondays, and we ended up actually extending it because it was just a really good, like, I don't know, it was a good thing for us to do. We should start doing that again maybe. 2 years, yep. 2 years already. Summer Wells, yeah. When I think of missing person, I always think of Madalena, though. Y'all know how I feel about that case. That's just she don't have anybody. Like, I feel like she's a me, like a little me. But I had people that at that age, like, what if you were missing and nobody was looking for you? I don't. Yeah, we might go back to that. We should do Missing Mondays again. That was a good idea. We did so many cases that were like cold and stuff, the cold cases too, like Phoenix Cauldron. What happened to Phoenix Cauldron, guys? Oh my, that one eats me up at night. But she her car was found abandoned on the side of the road, and she had just did this video, posted this really sad video, and then all of a sudden she's missing. She's gone. She's been gone for years now. It's been like 11 years or something. I look it up all the time. I just looked it up probably a few weeks ago. I wonder if her parents would come. Like, no, I wouldn't do a live. I would probably do a pre-recorded, like an interview, pre-recorded. Um, but they seem like they would probably want to get her name back out there, If this is a case, it's just like it's on Oxygen. It's like a series on Oxygen they did, and it's really crazy. What's this? Anything? This came out 2023. Oh, never mind. This is 12 years, and that was 2023, so 13, 14 years. Let's see. Into the Shadows. Oh, it's a new one. Maybe they're doing a new. Oh, wow. It's got like all of her stuff. Let's see if I can. Oh, wow. Yeah, we might have to go back over Phoenix Cauldron. I'll pull it up and I'll show you guys to see if you guys know who she is. This girl here, Phoenix Cauldron. Beautiful. She looks like my niece a lot in this picture when she was younger. And in this picture too. And then there's her abandoned car. Her parents. Wow. Yeah, this was a you have to watch it on Oxygen, guys. It's real. It's worth it. Do you guys know who I'm talking about when I say Phoenix Cauldron? Because I mean, it's like, we did. Is it Mara Murray? We did her case on a Missing Monday. Actually, you know what? I think I might even have a tab for that. Let me see. Like a playlist, because I have too many playlists. I need to condense them because it's hard to probably find. I mean, I've got like a million. So let's see if I can find it. Right, that's not it. It's missing something else. Missing Mondays right here. I only did 5 videos, but we did more than that because I know we ended up going over for like a couple months. But I think that I just had those on there. So let's see. Go back. Oh, where's it at? How do you see? Like, I want to watch all the videos. We did Ella Jones. I don't know how they got in there. Phoenix Wilkerson, and then Savannah Soto's in there too. I don't know why that one's in there. I must have got this playlist is a little messed up. But we I know we did a lot of cases. We ended up going over like into February. So I must not have I must not have placed them into that little spot like I should have. Oh, Stephen Smith, I don't know. I thought that they had like another I thought they had another suspect. Isn't that who that was? Smith? Stephen Smith? Why does that not sound right? We'll find out. Yeah, it is him, Stephen Smith. July 28th, SLED has opened an investigation into the death. Wow. So they're looking into it again, which they should. They definitely should. Sorry, I was thirsty. And then speaking of a guy in the road, Noah Pressgrove, we need to go back over his case. I think there's some new information that came out on him too. The boy with all the injuries, I believe he was 19 years old. He was at a party. It was a weekend party. Ends up like a mile away on a road, close to the party, but not that close, I mean, a mile away. And he's in the middle, or he's in the road. There's a little blood. He's missing, his shorts are off and they're folded, but he's wearing someone else's shorts because he has shorts on. And then he's wearing 2 different shoes. But we found out that's because him and his friend switched one shoe. But he ended up leaving without his shoes. His regular shoes. He had one. Yeah, no, Pressgrove. Yeah, he had one like Croc type of shoe on, and then one like tennis shoe type of shoe or a boot. Yeah, no, Pressgrove. Yeah, is there more? There might be even more new stuff since I've saw. I was gonna go over it like like a month or so ago. 7 days ago. Look at this. What the heck? Oh, family offers major reward. Bum bum bum. This kid was adorable too. I mean, adorable. Adorable. Wow, how much is that? I don't see how much they're saying though. Significant reward, just says significant. And that leads to answers about how his badly wounded dead body was found naked on the side of a rural Oklahoma highway last year. Like, let me see. Okay, let me show you. This kid is the one I'm talking about. Like adorable, Just graduated high school. Just starting your life. Let's look at Madalena now that we're looking people up. Now that we're looking people up, let's look up Madalena because I would really love to know if there's anything new. And there's not. September 3rd. Madalena's mom leaves the freaking United States. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So to give you a little background on that too, the case Madalena was talking about, her mom left the country. And she went to her home country, Moldova, where we don't have an extradition treaty. So we're screwed with that. We're screwed with that. She got away with it. Whatever she did with Madalena, in my opinion, she got away with it, as long as she don't step foot back on U.S. soil. Hey, Ellie, I wonder how we could get her to come back on U.S. soil. And if anyone wants to come up, you guys can. I thought I pinned the link for the StreamYard. I'll be on for at least a few more minutes. There's so many cases out there that are so interesting that we could go over. I mean, like, they're so interesting, and I try to make that, stuff as interesting and factual as I can for you guys. Because sometimes when you're just reading through a court document, like, that's boring. Like, that's why I try when I'm reading through the documents to, like, summarize it as we're going along for you guys so you guys can follow along as well. Because it's hard when you're reading documents. You don't really know, like, a lot of times what they mean if you're not a lawyer. Like, if they're, complicated, you have to read them a couple times, so that's what I love about having the chat, though, because you guys always help. Really? Carly went to court this week to state she's broke with no job and can't pay them back. Carly Russell? Oh, Carly? Oh, Car? Well, she can afford Cheez-Its in a hotel and a robe. She can afford the 250,000 or whatever it was, or I can't remember the bill. So, yes, there is an update on Chelsea Grim. There's not an update. I don't wanna say that, but her parents did another interview, and I'm very proud of them, so we're gonna go over that as well. Yeah, I have it, I have so many tabs, guys. Oh my gosh, so many tabs of different cases that we could go over. And I still have, I have Chelsea Grim's full FOIA. So I have the full, I have it on a thumb drive. They sent it to me. We just stopped covering, we didn't stop covering it. We just haven't covered it in a few months. But we've covered it within the last, I'd say, a few months. Put it on a payment plan, Miss Russell. Yeah, that's what they usually do. 20 a month. Yeah, no problem, Ellie. Yeah, we'll do that this week. We'll get through these tabs that I have and see if that brings the people in. Now, I wonder if do you guys like hearing multiple cases, like, different case every night, you know what I mean, and then go back for updates for the big cases, or do you like talking about one case like every night? Like to so that you can really like deep dive into that one case, you know? Because I'm just wondering. Oh, I'm sorry, Alvin. The Ferris trial? No, I didn't, Aunt Kathy's story time. Was it good? You're fine, Mary Beth. Oh, she says she's not being rude. By not saying hi, she's at work. Our girl's working during the day. Then she works over here at night doing the modding for us. I bet it would be kind of hard to be a mod for me. I don't give you guys a break. If you ever wanted one, though, you don't have to come. I promise I wouldn't be bad. I actually, when I had like a group of mods, and it's not, they didn't leave on bad terms or anything. It was like they left at different times, different. Like one of them, it's just way 2 different time zones and stuff like that. But I wrote them one time and I was like, if you guys needed a day off, let me know. I'm so sorry. I felt bad. Oh, have a good day, Ashley. She has to pay 50 a month, so it's paid off. Yeah, that's what Shauna, she should have to. And then, oh man, just for her to have to go down there to pay it every month. How much is in the case? Yeah. What other trials are going on? There's Aries. Someone twisted your words? Aries means no harm to nobody. But don't mess with Aries though either. Aries don't even need to take up for himself because he has me on like a bulldog. Yeah, who dares, Aries? We're like, what happened? What happened, Aries? Because we don't like that. We won't play with that. I've actually have ran into chats before. Like I've tried to control it, but I can't control things when there's a creator, like, talking bad about somebody based on their looks, or just, like, being really mean. I've come out of pocket a few times, and I've yelled, like, I've, like, yelled, which is, like, keyboard warrioring it up, but I've said stuff like, just don't go after someone's look. If you're gonna go after somebody, go after their character or whatever, like, whatever they're doing that's wrong, but don't go after their looks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I make fun of Betty. We make fun of Betty sometimes, you know what I mean? It's all in good fun. Betty knows she needs to wear a bra. Those are things that are just, Betty knows. But, like, when you're sitting there, like, say somebody's missing some of their teeth and they're like, talking about that, that gets me. Or if there's they have a scar defect or something like that, speech impediment, a stutter, or whatever it is. Something you can't control. Hey, Duchess, welcome in. Be careful driving. Heather Bright said, "Go after my looks. I own a mirror, so that's fine." Me too. I don't really care. I don't think well, actually, no, I do care. I lied. I lied. I would feel this is I'm just giving people my kryptonite, but I think I would feel some type of way if somebody attacked my eye. Like, if somebody said, like, I'm trying to think of what they would say. Like, her eye doesn't look good, or her, you know what I mean? I think I would take offense to that because I've just, you know what I mean? It's just that's my, like, my kryptonite. Or if someone says something about Vincent, that's when I would come out of pocket. That's when you'd see, like, a person like you've never seen before. I would, like, be through the computer screen. I would be on a plane. Like, I would literally be like, as they're talking about him, I would be booking a plane ticket, like, the same time. Some things are just a no-go, yes. There are, and some things are, and the thing is, these anything that's personal that's not on YouTube. And if it's okay, and the thing is, like, people are like, "You can't be doxxed if it's doxxed, already on YouTube." Just don't do that. Just don't put it on there again. It is another dox. It's a second dox. I consider it. I think that you are doxing that person again by doing that. Um, that's why I take the time, I really do, to take the time to redact names out of documents, just like when we were the injunction with Granny and Barbecue. I don't want their names out there, although, Nick the Hat has already doxed Granny. I'm not wanting to contribute to that again. Do you know if that makes sense? Like, by putting that out there again. So it takes 2 seconds. I learned how to redact it. And I was like, "Oh, that's how you do?" So I just, redact it. The people that aren't redacting it are the people that aren't reading it before they're coming live. And I feel like, personally, you should read documents, at least skim through them a little bit beforehand. I at least try to skim through them, but that way you know what you're gonna come up to talk about. When tip is out. It's a lack of respect in general, yeah. We all age, but that doesn't make us less attractive or valuable as humans. I love that. I needed to hear that. 'Cause, I feel I'm only 39, but things are starting to look different. Like, I don't know, like, my, like, little wrinkles and stuff, and I'm just like, and I don't know, I'm just like, "Am I getting old?" Which I know I'm not, but, you can't ever feel everyone feels like that. You do, Stephanie. She said, "If someone ever comments something negative to Tanya on her videos, I get offended and always say something to them." I do, I see the comments. I'm like, "You get them." Well, a lot of people that do that are like, I don't know, I just are just, weird. But there was one, okay, let me see if I can find it. There was one comment that was held, 'cause they're, like, held for review. Let me see here. Um, what is this? Hold on. I don't know what that was. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. There was a comment that was held for review, and it was like, "Are you stupid?" And I was just like, "Dang, I don't see it anymore." Did they it says if it's after so many days, it'll take like 30 days, it'll take it away. Dang it. But they like, oh man, they really hated me there for a minute. They were like, "You should just go burn and die." And I'm like, "Dang." Like, nice to meet you. Spoiler alert, everyone gets old out right now. Oh, I'm 65 and I hate looking in a mirror. See, we need to not hate that, you know? But I can feel that. Who was? Someone said something about me? Let's see. Oh, yeah. She said I did? Oh my gosh. She's still talking about me, Aries? Wow, what the heck? I just thought of her the other day, and I thought maybe I would unblock her. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there was a subscriber, she's probably watching now. There was a subscriber and she was in our chat for a very long time and she was always really cool. Really, I mean, just she was fine. Um Sebastian Rogers case came along and unblock her. I want her to confess. I should unblock her. I think she has a second account. But she just came in and was acting really out of pocket. Like just saying things in chat and like being very condescending to me, very passive to me, just being very rude. And I let it go for a couple nights. And then finally I was like, no, because I could see the numbers were like if the chat gets negative, people will leave the chat. Like you could see a drop in numbers. And I was like, I just blocked her. I was just like, I didn't say anything. I didn't tell anybody. I just did it. Well, then she wrote me and she was like, "Please unblock me." And I was like, "I blocked you because like, uh, you're just kind of really being really rude to me." So, she come back in that next night and she was rude again. And I was just like, "Okay, I'm done. I'm over it." So I blocked her. Oh, the reason why I blocked her was because she went to Brittany's chat. She went over to Brittany's chat from my chat and said something like something about Tanya and a cease and desist, trying to stir the pot, stir trouble. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it was. And I called her out on it because I saw it happen in real time. Like she thought I wasn't snooping, like I wasn't going to know, and I did. And we found out and we saw it. And then she made a video on her page about me. She says she's just a subscriber and she's talking very sweet like and like she didn't like and like I'm the devil, for blocking her from my chat. And I'm just like, "What the heavens?" I didn't do like there what? You saw it? Jeannie's, yeah. Or Jenny's, it was just it was like it was crazy. It was just a crazy experience. So now she's going into chats. And I know she's in chats I'm in because I'll see someone say like, "Hey, Solo," or whatever, you're like her name. And I'm just like, "Oh, she's in here," you know? So, because I blocked her. So I don't see her stuff. But it's crazy. Right, Heather? And that's what it was. She was messing with the chat. It was like it was making the chat negative. It was making that's why I blocked her. It was nothing really like personal. It was just, "Hey, you're coming in, you're saying some things off the wall, a lot of things off the wall, a lot." And I let it go for a really long time. Sometimes it's hard to deal with the crazies. I've never really had too many people. I haven't really had too much though. I can't not complain. Hey, can it be? I really can't complain. I can't Gray Hughes blocked me, now I can't snark at him. Oh my gosh, I can't watch Gray Hughes. I heard he yells at his people, like his subscribers. It's like, those are the people that, like, that's why you're here. That's how you're making money, are those subscribers. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're watching your videos, like, oh, she might have. Heather. It's a Solo Angel Mom, I think is her name now. I wish I had the video so I could show you that the one that she made, but I didn't save it. And I like, she doesn't have, like, a channel. Oh my god, I found it. Look, oh my god, I didn't think it would pop up because, like, okay. Now this video is gonna make she's gonna make you feel bad for her, but if you were in this chat, you're gonna know what really happened. What really happened that day. And I didn't yell at her. I didn't, I was just over it. I was over the fighting and arguing. So this is her video she made.
Hi, I'm Solo Angel.
And she says, "I'm just a nobody." No, don't say that. And because I want to bring that up. You're not just a nobody. Nobody is not just, you know what I mean? I don't like when people say that about themselves.
I'm a nobody, just a viewer. I'm not 60 or 70, so that was kind of rude. Last night I was
Apparently I said, 60 or 70-year-olds should act like their age, or it was something like that. I wasn't sure how old she was, and I'm sorry for assuming.
trying to be funny and went into somebody else's chat who was talking about cease and desist, and they said, I bet all the creators are shaking in their boots about getting one. And I said, Titanium Belt's looking forward to hers. Thought that was funny.
That's what she said.
Then when I came back to Titanium Belt's chat where I thought everybody was my friend,
She went into BJ's chat and said, Tanya can't wait to get a cease and desist, or something like along those lines. She's looking forward to it. That's stirring the pot, in my opinion. And that's what I told her.
And told I was ashamed.
I said, I'm ashamed of you.
Just don't do that to people. You don't know where they're at.
So I did tell her, I said, I'm very disappointed in you. I said, I'm ashamed at what you did. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Me saying that. I did. I said, shame on you for doing that. I said, you literally got caught trying to stir the pot between two creators. Absolutely, she was stirring the pot. Of all the chats to go into, she goes into Brittany's chat. Come on now. And like, I don't have somebody that's not going to tell me. Well, did she forget the context? Yes, she did. She forgot it big time. And I mean, I feel bad for her because she lost her son and stuff. So that makes me feel like it puts a soft spot in my heart for her. I feel for her, but you can't come in someone's chat and just be really rude to them all the time and expect them not to just block you. No, so what I said was like, it was kind of a while back. So it was like, I said something along the lines of like, yeah, I just can't wait to get mine, because it said like 50 people. Remember, it was during that time, I think, where it said like 50 people. And I was like, well, surely there's not 50 creators talking about this. So I can't wait to get my cease and desist. Like, we were just joking around like over here when I said that. But then she went over to Brittany's chat and said it in her chat, like, Tanya can't wait to get her C&D. And it was like, it was a way, it was just her stirring the pot. Because it did. It stirred the pot. Yeah, I think there's just something up there we don't know. What kind of dogs are you talking about? I missed it. Look at me, I'm like, I'm so ADD. I think if it had been a different creators chat, it would have been received as a joke. Absolutely, Heather. Yeah, absolutely. I think so too, but I think she knew what she was doing, you know? Yeah, it was totally a joke, and, like, when she came back in, I was upset with her, I do remember it now, but I didn't cuss or scream at her, it was more of a, "I'm disappointed in you. I thought better," you know, like, "I thought you were better," like, those things, like, because someone's not gonna, like, um, like, scream at me and get away with it. Read Mary Beth's email? Let's see if I can find it. I always have so many emails, not, like, emails from people, but hold on. I don't see it. Maybe I'm just missing it. Well, I don't know why I didn't just do the search thing. Okay, let me see. Am I on the right one? Yeah. I got 17,000 emails. Oh my gosh. Now, how do you get rid of all those? I don't have it one from uh Mary Beth. I haven't got an email from Mary Beth since the 21st of October. Unless it's under a different name. What kind of dogs are you guys talking about? Now I gotta look. You were stern. I was, Mike. I was for once, right? You know? I was actually, yeah, I was stern. And I'm usually not. I give people a lot of chances, you know, and I think people think they can walk on me and and it's like then they uh then they realize no, no, you can't. Like my dad didn't raise no fool. I don't even know where my spam is. I have it like set up to where there's like a few different emails in one. Okay, Google. She should come up though. Yeah, not since 10/21. I know I'm about to get a new email. 45,000. I 'cause, like, I don't wanna go through them all. I get a lot of, like, collaboration type of emails, but a lot of them you have to check, like, the email, the sender to see if they're legit. A lot of creators get super excited. They think they have these collaborations that are gonna happen, but it's not legit companies. I get them a lot, though, and I get them through Poppy and Ari, which is my boutique. So I'm wondering if I'm getting them because I do own a boutique and they're figuring it out or something. Because I get a lot of them. Golden doodles. I want a golden doodle. Love you guys. My dogs have 2 beds and they're laying on the floor. Bless your hearts. I don't know. It's still there. My dog has like a wart or something. It looks like a freckle wart, something rising up on her leg. Is it really there? It is. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna have to have Vincent look at that. So I put the cat in the bed because the dog was laying on the carpet and then the other dog was laying in the other bed and now they've all switched spots. It's really funny. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Oh, that's so true. It's so true. I think people like drama to escape real life. That's absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth, Jenny. That's why we watch it. That's why I watch it. Like to just, you know what I mean? Like I will sit there and I'll listen in or, yeah, just to kind of yeah. So I don't gotta think about my own damn problems. I have a Weimaraner. That's why I was wondering what dog you were talking about. She's huge. She's a good 80 pounds, I'd say. Um, and she is the biggest baby I've ever had. She if Araya, my other dog, is laying in a bed or laying in a spot or just doing something that Mia doesn't like, she will go up and she will just start crying. like just whining until Araya does whatever she wants her to do. She's like a little herding dog. She herds us all around. Okay, let's see. Let me get out of my junk. Go back to Google. It might take a minute to get here, but no, I got yours. Oh yeah, I saw this. I saw this the other day, I think. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Um, no, it's cool. Everything's good, I think. Okay. I was just making sure I got it all. Oh yeah, I saw that. So yeah, a lot of people, I don't know, will be like gifted memberships and stuff too. So yeah. But that's one thing. Like I'm everywhere. Like I'm everywhere, guys. I know where you guys are. No, I'm just kidding. Actually I do know where you are because I talk to you guys in other chats. Like me and Aries, we follow each other around sometimes. Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Aries. I think you found your spot. I think you found your spot. I could never picture myself like yelling at you or yeah, I mean, you're Aries. Aries, you're always so sweet. So nice. I think everyone needs an Aries in their chat. Someone to pump you up, you know? Someone that like, gives you the good of, you got the good quotes. You come in with the great quotes. Grammy's place, that's me. She said, I can listen to other drama, but I can't participate. Makes me a nervous wreck. I can't either. I couldn't do drama like all the time like that. No. You're constantly have to be in chats, like looking at the chat to see what they're saying, to see if they're saying something about you. No way. I'm cool with that. I got things to do, you know? I like Granny too. Someone said called Granny Tanya the other day. And she's like, I get that a lot. And I think it's just because we're both from the same place. I don't live there now, but we protect Aries, Duchess says. We do. Oh, yeah, we do. Best believe that, huh, Aries? When I found out about what happened with Aries, I called someone the B word. It flew out of my mouth. Aries probably remembers. I was like, that bitch. I couldn't believe I said it. It would just want, when you're just so like upset, just something comes out and you surprise yourself. Like it surprises you, you surprise your own self. I did that. I was like, oh, whoops. So, well, it's cat's out of the bag. I just don't like anyone messing with Aries. Yeah, we need Aries. He keeps us updated on the news. We wouldn't. A lot of people probably wouldn't know about the tornadoes or anything going on if it wasn't for Aries. We wouldn't know a lot about the war. He comes in. You do tell us a lot, and that's the thing. Like, if I were like, just I don't know. If I were to see Aries in another chat, I would never be upset that Aries was in another chat because Aries doesn't. If he rides for you, like if he likes you, he's your ride or die. You know, and he lets people know that. That's what I like about Aries. He lets people know. Yeah, I know, Aries. We stole you. I'd do it again. Hey, honey, Eisler. One cat's kicker trashes another cat's treasure, right? Like, of all the people on the block, of all the people, that'd be like, I mean, another example, but that'd be like me, like, blocking Mary Beth or something, or Ladybug, or I don't actually, like, half of you guys in here, everyone is pretty kind in this chat. We really have been lucky. Aries, you do like a lot of creators, and you go into a lot of chats and you don't say anything bad. It's not like you're in there talking shit. You're just in there just hanging out with the people in the chat. You just want to hang out with them. So nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there is some drama. I don't watch Savage a whole lot. I think she's in the mornings, but I would do watch Duchess and Nonsense and Granny and Queen. I watch Queen. I'll listen in. That's okay, Heather. That's okay. We don't care. I don't care. I mean, shoot. Betty Horn blows. Hey, late to the show. Yeah, it could be funny, especially if Voice is up there. I think Voice is, she's does a great job of keeping people's attention going and, keeping people on topic and reading the chat. Because you'll have some people go up on Queen's panel, and as soon as like Queen's like, I just need just a second, the person goes like silent and they're like afraid to talk. I used to get like that. Actually, the first panel that I went on was Brittany J's, I believe. I believe it was. And I will say, she made me feel very comfortable. But that was, I left last Christmas for my own reasons, and that's because of the whole everything that was going on last year with, the Christmas stuff. I just didn't agree, so I just stepped away. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. How long have I been on here today or in general? I've been on the platform for 2 years, and I've been on today almost 2 hours. Can't believe it's been almost 2 hours. Yeah, Grammy's Place, it does. If you talk about creators, it stirs stuff up, yeah. I really don't have a problem with anybody. I don't like the way that some people do things on their channel, but it's not my channel. At the end of the day, it's not my channel. Um, if people want to, you know, grift for money and all the things, just let them do it. Let them do it. Um, I had all these like little like articles I'm gonna read you too, but it was because it was talking about like how like people can't like work together, and it's like says the justice system is working behind the scenes. Listen to one too many true crime podcasts, and it's easy to think podcasters are the only people investigating cold cases. Yep. Or actually any case, if you think about it. And it was called The Problem with True Crime Podcast. Um, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, they don't really say that though. I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah. Okay. So it's on here. A glaring ethical issue present in true crime is the violation of consent and privacy of victims and families. Currently, media companies and influencers don't require their consent when publishing content. The names, ages, backgrounds, and family details of victims are often laid bare for public consumption. Wow. The families, this is just another this is an example. The families of Dahmer's victims were not even informed of the production when they had it. of it. Oh my, you know, they didn't even know it was going on. Can you imagine that? It gives us the dopamine, I feel like. There is a 60% increase in consumption in the US from 2020 to 21. That's because we were all locked in, though. Now, if I woulda came out back then, do you know how big my channel could be? If I would've been back in, like, 2020, because everyone was home. Everyone was probably subscribing, liking everything, you know? But I did actually have a couple of videos back in 2020, I did, like, 1 or 2. Um, but I didn't start my true crime, like, my actual channel. I did, like, 3 or 4 videos before this, and they were about my car accident and stuff, and I'm gonna go over that actually again this week too with you guys and tell you guys everything that happened, but it's been 2 years. I don't know who that is, Miss P. Oh, I like Jonesin too. I'm only members to 2, I'm only a member to 2 people because, um, I turned off my gifted memberships because I want creators, I don't know why I do, but I want the people that know, like, the creator to know, like, "Hey, she really appreciates my content, that's why she's subscribing or she's a member." Does that make sense? Instead of me just being, like, gifted it. So I'm a member of Jonesins. As of right now anyway. I'm gonna be members of more people. I just need to go over there and, become a member. But Jonesin and Granny are the only 2. And I just became a member of Jonesin the other day, and I've been a member of Granny's, I think in December it'll be a year or January. Because, like a lot of people, when they have a fallout with Brittany, they go to Granny's page because they wanna see what the other side is, you know, and then you see the other side. I will take over true crime, Mary said. JLR blocked me from his Facebook group. What? That's crazy. I'm blocked from, who blocked me again? Oh, yeah, Julia Valente. I do Aries. I watch a little bit. Vincent and I went and watched, it's been a few years now. I can't remember the movie. It was like 3.5 hours long. It had all of the Marvel, like, got people in it. And Vincent insisted on watching this video. He was like, "We gotta go watch it. We gotta go watch it," right? And we were watching it and he fell asleep 5 minutes in. So I watched the movie. It was so funny. Yeah, like the Avengers and stuff, yeah. We do need to create our own. I liked the Power Rangers when I was little though too. I think I've always wanted to be like a superhero. I need a costume. Do you think it's tough to not get paranoid as a creator after so much mudslinging and fighting inside? Is it difficult to trust others? Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. That's why I just kinda stay over here a little more. Now there are creators I know out there that I feel like okay, I feel like they're trustworthy. Like, I feel like there are as this and this could be me being ignorant or whatever, but I do think that there's a couple creators out there when I think of them, I think of, like, being trustworthy, like Duchess. I don't know Duchess very well, but from what I've heard from, like, Nonsense and I've seen her in chats, she just seems like a very trustworthy person. Um, I had someone else in my head and I couldn't think of it. I can't think of who it was now. But there are certain, you know what I mean? Like there's certain creators I feel like out there, like Tia and LFT, like the Cypher podcast, those ladies. Definitely a fun time. I feel like they are very trustworthy. Nonsense scared me at first. Yeah, Julia blocked me, fiddle dee dee. I don't know why. I mean, I still have all of our Twitter messages. She was always writing me on Twitter. Hey, wee. Jenny's right. Yeah, they bring up past history not related to this platform. Exactly. They'll bring up stuff that happened 20 years ago. Like you got a DUI 20 years ago, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm like, "Real? Are we really doing this? Like bankruptcies or something?" Like, I mean, I don't know. If you're not harming a child or something along those lines, it doesn't need to be brought out to the forefront. It could be, we've all done stuff when we were younger. We've all been in trouble. We've all even if we didn't get caught, we've all done something that we're not proud of. And for somebody to take that and just throw that on the internet when you yourself may have moved past it and everyone else involved has moved past it, and then it's just a little outrageous. Honey handler, a badge of honor. It really sometimes it is though. Oh, Kenna, I didn't watch it. Was it bad? I should go watch it. That would get me fired up. I was wondering how they were gonna take, Ken's video, and I knew like, I was the first one to play it. It was only out for, like, an hour when we played it on this channel, but I knew she was gonna play it, and I was just curious to know what she would say about it, but I didn't really wanna watch. I was waiting on Nonsense to review it. I usually watch Nonsense. Yes, everyone has skeletons in their closet. Can it be it I mean, I do. I'm trying to think of what they are, but I know, like, I know I have them, like, I don't really try not to keep secrets from you guys. Trying to think here. I hit a car one time. Listen to this story. This will get you going. Clip this one, guys. I bumped a car. I bumped it. So I took my foot off the off the brake at a red light. It was turning green, and it was green for like a minute, like a second, a couple seconds when I took my foot off. But the lady in front of me was busy texting and she didn't move, so I bumped her. So I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble." And I was young. I think I was 19. And I got out of the car and I walked up to her car and I said, "I'm so sorry." There was no damage to her car or my car because when I was walking up, I looked at the back of her car. And she looked at me and she's like, "You just stay right there. I'm calling my husband. He's an officer." And when she said that, it just scared me. I don't know. I just got back in my car and I left. And so, of course, I everyone knew me. I live in a small town. So they called me, the police did. They're like, "You need to come down to police station." And I told my mom and I was like, "I'm scared." And she's like, "You get your butt down to that police station right now, young lady." And so I did. And I took accountability. I didn't get in much trouble at all. They were like, "Thank you for coming. You should have never done that." You know, and I went to court, I think, for it, but I didn't get in trouble, but when that woman yelled at me like that, I don't know, she just like, it was like, she just reminded me of my aunt, and me and my aunt don't get along. And so it was like a PTSD thing, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm out of here. Like, I'm out of here." "Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Nonsense. Welcome on in. Welcome on in." Yes. Are you can it be just yeah, are you gonna review this nonsense? Because I don't like to watch it. To be truthful, I mean, to be honest with you. I like to watch you review her. Like, I swear every day I go to, like, Target, y'all someone's in my ear. Y'all whoever's on the live, I'm, like, always listening in. "Really? We?" He's an ex-cop. Like, the thing is, that video was kinda perfect because in the beginning of it, it makes it look like he's gonna help them, like, completely help them, and then all of a sudden, towards the end, he drops this, like, bam, he's like, "I've got other cases I'm working, so I'm not gonna work it." So, you have these people talking crap, and then all of a sudden, he's not working the case, so then they're like, "Oh, he's not gonna even work it." So everything they just said is, like, mute, and then after that, he says, if they need any help, maybe he could help on the side or something, so I guess it's that bad. I guess her and Nana yeah, I guess it is that bad. Go pull it up. I'm like, "Go pull it up." And then we'll all come over. "Did you have a procedure today done today? I hope you're feeling better." It's bad, man. Oh, I'm so glad that you're a member. Thank you for being a member, Kenna. So proud to be a member, Tanya. Love it here. We love having you here. Next month, your little titanium arm will change color. Man, now I need to go. I feel like I need to watch it, but I'm not. That Nana, I'm gonna tell you right now, that Nana dragonfly, um, if you're listening, I don't even care. The uh, I don't I don't know how to explain it myself. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so my aunt, the one I just got done talking about about the car thing. I have an aunt, and she gives me PTSD. Like she just does. She's a trigger for me, and she gives me PTSD. Well, Nana's dragonfly looks and sounds almost just like her. Like, I don't know what they don't look a lot alike, but they look similar, and it's something about her voice and the way the way she says things, like, as fact or as, like, "I'm correct and you're not, and this is how it's gonna be." I don't know, just blows my mind. Um, Nana, if you're listening, it is cringy to say that you are gonna be with a creator until your last dying breath. That is on a whole new level of creepy. Like, that's an island of creepy that I don't wanna experience. I will be with you till my dying breath, my last dying breath. Really, Nicole? Oh, man, now I gotta watch it. Yeah, Sunshine yeah, it's The Voice. Have a good day, Nonsense. Make sure you review that. I don't wanna have to go watch it over there. Man, I'm gonna have to might have to review it. We've been on here for 2 hours, though. Wow, man. Now we all gotta screen record before she, deletes it. I finally learned how to screen record on the iPhone. It is so easy. It's so easy. But do you know how hard it is to upload a video? The steps to upload a video to YouTube is a lot of steps. I was looking at that the other day. I don't know why it's so many steps. Yeah, you rest and hang out and then let us know nonsense about when you're gonna go live because I wanna know. Really? Oh, man, I missed it. Yeah, after she means crap, yeah, in my opinion. That's when I say in my opinion, I'm like, "Why do I even say it?" I tell you guys all the time, I'm like, "Of course it's in my opinion, I'm saying it." Like, hello? I think that everything that I mean, even if it's fact, it should still be taken as my opinion because it's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, right? That's why, I was like, "I have to learn how to screen record." I told Vincent that, I was like, because I was like, "Just in case, you never know," like and well, I had to use it because, um, she Brittany tried to say that I was something that I'm not. Definitely not. And, she had said something that was like a racial term. And we were like, "We've got it on like, we've got the video." And so I was gonna spend the whole next day looking for that video clip in my phone, and I didn't have to. As soon as I got off the live, one of you guys emailed it to me. I said, "I made it." That's what I told Vincent. "I finally made it." People are giving me stuff like, "You guys are helping me out." Nonsense says, "Tony, we should do a combo stream." Yes, of course, yeah. You seem to be more balanced than many and stay to yourself. I do. I try to stay to myself. Yeah, of course. That'd be fun. That would be fun. I don't know. I don't understand it either. Well, I think it's because of the okay, I've only been on the platform for 2 years compared to her 5, and my numbers are a little higher, my subscriber count's just a little higher, um, and I did it on my own. I think that's what it is. Like, I've done this all on my own. I don't host a panel every night, ever. I've had people on my panel, like, how many times? Probably as many toes and fingers as I have, like 20 times, which is neither here or there. I love having, like, doing panels with people, but, um, I don't know, it's just I think that that could be it too. I don't know. I don't I would like to know. I don't know. Maybe because I've been on her panel before and then I don't know. Oh, girl, I don't behave myself half the time. That's why I have a second channel, Unfiltered. Yeah, my morals haven't changed. I know, nonsense. Me too, brat. What's the zipper lips? I wanna know. Hey, CJK. And then my thing just says, like, "Please stay on topic." Don't worry about that. Thank you for becoming a member, Aunt Kathy. Thank you. I like Chico. Yeah, Catherine, it was. Well, she was in a Sebastian Rogers stream, and then dead set in the middle of the damn stream, she pulls up a video that Chronicles of the Shady did. And I'm like, "What the hell?" I didn't watch it. I didn't watch her talk about me or anything because I was like, "Why watch it? You're just gonna wanna go through the computer and, you can't, so don't wanna break anything." Don't wanna break stuff around here, throw pillows around, punching pillows, punching the air. So, I didn't watch it, but I was just like, "Why would you put that drama into, you know, the other stream?" And it was wrong. It was like the video that was done was so wrong about me. I said I thought Hong was trustworthy. He looked trustworthy. I was like, I didn't realize that that was a racial slur if you said somebody was trustworthy. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't." And then I'm like, of all things too, my boyfriend is Japanese, everybody. Meet Vincent. I mean, you guys have seen him before. You guys know who he is. Uh, and then I was just like, "Oh man, it was just bad." I was just like, it was just bad. Oh yeah. Can it be? Are you talking about Chico? Vincent does rule. He rules the roost. That's what I do. I let people think what they want. If it wasn't for Vincent, I wouldn't be this calm. And hey, Terry, I don't know if I said hey to you or not, but Vincent keeps me grounded because I've wanted to come out of pocket a lot, and I just I'm like Vincent, wheel me in, reel me in here. The cat did snuggle with him, yeah. He's in the cat he's in the dog bed right now, cat is, but yeah, he's old. As soon as Vincent comes home, cats were with him, they're friends. They're like best buddies. I don't know if it's because like the cat knows he's a boy, so he's like, I'm hanging with the guys. But I mean, he loves him. Oh, Aries, you'd have no clue. I really won big with Vincent. Yeah, I think whoever the big man is upstairs, I think he decided to give me a break. And he said, okay, well, we took her eye. We almost crippled her. Well, she's got to live with all this metal. Took her parents. We got to give her somebody. So they gave me Vincent, and I couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. Vincent's a very, very, very good guy. As much as I don't know how he deals with me. That's the best part about it. That's the best part. But I think I'm going to jump off of here. Nonsense, let me know when you want to do a stream. We could definitely do one whenever. I'm available whenever. Let me think. What are we going to do tonight? We have so many different cases. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out something to do tonight. Carrie said, no. Is anyone live right now? We looked up a lot of cases. I'm like, look all the tabs I've opened. Still Kohlberger? See, man. That's why I'm glad I'm kind of glad I didn't stream it. Oh, and Jay Logston's up there talking. Yeah. There's nobody even there. Like, that's embarrassing, Brian, for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you think there'd be a lot of people in the gallery? There's just not. Criminality needs to fill me in on everything Delphi. I need her to sit me down. I need to ask her politely because she's such a nice person. Teresa, I believe her name is. Can you please tell me everything Delphi? Because it is so hard to follow that case when you can't be in the court. I think that I think we'll do Delphi tonight. I think we'll go through because I know that there's one news agency, they give you the whole transcripts. So yeah, get to feeling better. Whatever is going on, get to feeling better. Oh, is she scheduled an hour? Oh, that's kind of late for her. I was surprised people weren't live more during the day. I was like, I'm gonna go live. Is she biased in Delphi? See, I need somebody that's not biased. I need somebody that's just gonna give me the facts. Because just like Andrea Burkhart, okay, for instance, I'm not saying she's biased by any means, but she's a defense attorney. The defense diaries, he's a defense attorney. So a lot of times when you're a defense attorney, you're going to defend the defendant. I see that I see that a lot. It seems like, especially here on YouTube. So my personal opinion, I think he did it, but I think the state did a really bad job of collecting evidence and stuff like that. And I think that I just wish there was more direct evidence. And I think that's what we're missing. And that's why it's hard to say, yes, he did it. I'm just reading the chat. Really? Wow, CJK. See, and that's why I don't listen to anybody. And that's why I haven't really been doing Delphi on here because I don't even want to listen to Nancy. I mean, as much as I love Nancy, she's a prosecutor. She's going to go with he's guilty. But I think even Nancy's like starting to be like, oh, I don't know. But it is the 18 or was it 13 months in solitary confinement. This is why they did it. I understand. I understand both sides. They were trying to keep him safe. Carroll County is a small county with a small jail. And their police officers are not equipped to deal with a criminal that unalived 2 little girls. So they sent him to the state prison so that he would be in a better facility with, better resources. What ended up happening is they thought he would be out of there within a year because trial would be over, but it didn't work that way. So year after year went by or whatever, the first year, and I think the warden was like, "Do I keep him? Do I do the safekeeping order, or do I follow this order where it says, inmates can't be locked up like that for more than 30 days?" It was like one of those angel devil on your shoulder. I wish he would have called it higher up, maybe, call higher up and say, "Hey, what do I do here?" Or I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what they could have done. I haven't watched the new one about Nancy Grace. Did she say some good stuff or anything? Oh, she did say something about YouTubers? Was it on the one on Delphi? Because I haven't watched it yet. I haven't listened to it. Because there's been a couple where she's been going off. I have to go see, speaking of stay rested, I'm just thinking, like, I go see my surgeon. Let's look. On the 14th, and, I'm so nervous. I'm very nervous. I know that, we'll probably do whatever. We might do a surgery. I'm weird. I like, having surgeries done when they need to be done, like, I like just getting it over and out of the way. But, this surgeon was my original surgeon, and he ended up leaving Ohio State, and when he left, he went to Riverside. Well, my insurance didn't cover Riverside. I just found out a few months ago it does now, so I can go back to my original surgeon. I can't wait to see him, and he's gonna see me, and I look so different, and, like, his resident actually did this, like, made me look the way that I look, so it's, like, full circle almost, like, coming full circle. 10 years later, it'll be, like, almost 10 years later, so I think it's gonna be pretty exciting to see him. But normally when I see my eye surgeon, anytime I see them, we end up doing a surgery. I think I need an upper eyelid lift. It's just, like, bothering me a little bit. Nothing to where it's like, life or death. Never anything like that. So it's always, surgery, and then I'm back on at the end of the day. I bounce back pretty fast. I don't know, being confined that long, I would lose my damn mind if I was guilty or innocent, and I guess when he went in, he already had, like, some mental health problems. I couldn't. I probably would be doing the weird stuff he was doing too, to be totally honest. I've had a lift before, yeah, I've had multiple eyelid lifts, lower lid lifts, wedges are put in there. I've had, a skin graft where they take an or tissue, from my side of my hip, and they, instead of my belly, because they were so smart to put it where my underwear will cover it, because it was a woman. Oh, I love her. I loved her. So she cut me in the right spot. But they took, like, that fat and they put it in there. I've had donor tissue put in my eye where it's like somebody else's tissue. I don't know why they got a donor to do it, but they did. I've had it all. I've had it all, I feel like. Oh, Heather, you look gorgeous. I always just feel like that side is, I don't know. I've always said I think on my right side, they're gonna have to end up doing, like, a facelift because the metal is gonna drag, if drag stuff down, I feel like, but I don't know. Oh, thanks, nonsense. I think I'm gonna share my story, very soon. I've been talking about it forever with you guys. I need to do it because I think the reason why I haven't done it yet is because I want it to be perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to tell you what happened, that's all. But, I will tell you that God was looking after me that night because not only did I get in a car accident and almost lose my life, the guy that, caused the accident decided to get a gun out of the car. And if it wasn't for the officer pulling up when he did, your girl probably wouldn't be here. So, I'm extremely lucky. And I only found that out because the cop told someone that told my brother. And my brother told me because my brother's a very rational guy, the most rational, level-headed person I've ever met in my life. But when he screamed that at me, "He almost shot you." I listened. I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, Tanya, yeah." He said, "I don't know if it," so we thought of, was I screaming? Did it because he was in the military? Was it PTSD? Did it send him back? Did something happen? But yeah, the cop caught him putting the gun in his waistband and caught him with the gun. The gun was in the trunk locked up where it should have been because he has his concealed carry. But he took it out. So that's why I'm extremely lucky. I think that's why I don't complain too much about the injuries and stuff too. I'm lucky to be here. I, if that would have happened, my poor mother. My mom lost my dad in a car accident a mile from where I was in my accident. There would have been no way in hell I would let that happen again. There was no way I was fighting. So Kenna Wright and Nick posted about Trump in February. Yeah, nonsense. There's so much trauma. And I hold it in my like body, but they finally, oh my gosh, you guys, they finally put me on something for anxiety after 4 years. I had not felt good since October of 2019. And the thing is, I don't even take the full dose. Just knowing that, I think it's just the knowing. The knowing that I have it if I need it because of my nerves are so bad. I was like, "Thank you for listening, like, to me," finally. Yeah, there's so many different missing children. That's what we were talking about earlier, nonsense. We were going through some that, we talk about here on the channel. It's just crazy. But I'm gonna jump off here. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, and my dogs haven't bothered me. One's looking at me. Oh my, and both of her ears are back. It's so funny because her ears are so big. You airing yourself out? What's the other one doing? Oh, the other one's curled up in a ball. They're my girls. They're my best friends, I tell them that all the time. I'm like, "You guys are my best friends." Just in 43 reuse. Monkeys escape from bio research lab. Oh my god. They're like, "We're out of here." Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Yeah, stay safe, South Carolina. Oh my gosh. But I'll be back on most likely tonight at 9:15 PM Eastern Standard Time. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for becoming members today. I do appreciate it. Nonsense. Kenna, thanks for being a member for 2 months. And thank you, Aunt Kathy's story time, for becoming a new member. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all on the next live. Bye, guys.